So 2K has very quietly, subtly turned some of the games off and delisted them. I have the full news and everything you need to know right now. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Assemble. I'm Matt. Great to have you here. So, you know how some people are not a fan of 2K22 and they're like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna go and download and buy previous version of the games that I like, such as 2K19. And maybe I even want to mess around with mods and downloads for 2K20. I don't believe you would, but you might be inclined. Well, unfortunately, we will not be able to do that anymore. 2K has gone ahead and delisted 4 previous titles for WWE games from the games themselves and the DLC content off of Steam. And this has been done without any warning, any notice at all to players anywhere. Citing from PCGamer.com, without warning, 2K has removed the majority of WWE games available on Steam from sale, along with all their DLC. Prior owners can still access the games, but anyone wanting to buy the games on Steam will have to hunt down a key from a third-party seller while they're still available. According to SteamTracker.com, WWE 2K17, 18, 19, and 20 were all removed from sale on Steam around July 13th. Because 2K made no attempt to announce or publicize the delistings, it was only when a curious Reddit user tried and failed to find the older games on Steam that their removal came to light. I mean, I'm not too happy about this. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, but I have wanted to go in and download previous year's games to then be able to maybe do some things in the modding community or just straight up play some older games, and they've gone ahead and shut them down. Now, we know that the servers for 2K19 and 2K20 were both recently shut down. Those came as of June 30th, 2022, where both were completely shut down and you wouldn't be able to do anything online with the games. Now, if you still own the games on PC, yes, you can still play them. It's just the online servers are sunset now and they are shut down and they moved over to 2K22. I don't like this at all because I just feel like with the PC side of things, what's the harm? Why would you delist 4 games off of the platform and I can't use them at all? It doesn't make much sense, particularly when I can be on a console and I could just buy 2K19, 2K20 and it will work. The DLC will work. Obviously online will not, but I could still play the game. So with PC, to me, it makes even less sense as these are digital formats of the game, digital versions. And once again, not helping out your player base and the consumer. And frankly, they might want to give you more money. If you would go on even recently to Steam and look for 2K19, it's still very popular. It was still being charged at a very high price for purchasing on the Steam platform. You would find some sales here and there, but it still was expensive to be able to get a game that's several years old. And with 2K just being done with it and shutting all these games down, I don't quite understand it. I just feel like it's just missed and lost revenue. Maybe you wanted to shut down 2K20, that would have made a lot of sense. The only other thing I could think of is that maybe it has to do with licensing agreements with previous talents that have expired, soundtracks, those types of things, where they don't want to continuously have to pay for that use. And so they want to be able to turn off any active versions of the game that are being sold. The article continues to say the delistings mean that the only 2K WWE games currently available for purchase on Steam are this year's WWE 2K22 and the little-loved arcade wrestler WWE Battlegrounds. The good news is that WWE 2K22 was actually well-liked, while the games that preceded it range from mediocre to a waking nightmare. So it could be that 2K have done everyone a favor by making sure no one picks up the older titles by accident. I'd say that based on this article and the way they've written it, I say yes, 2K20 is a giant, colossal nightmare. 2K19 did very good, got in a very healthy state, not perfect by any means, but very good game. I think for a lot of players wanting to go even further back, it's disappointing because you have that itch of, I want to play it with the rosters of previous year's games. I want to go back to 2K17 and 18 and see what it looks like, do some comparisons, see how it played and the rosters and the stories and so on. So I do find this disappointing because it's specifically targeting towards PC market and PC players. PCGamer.com continues in the article to say games disappear from sale on digital storefronts with unpleasant regularity, and it's often due to a license agreement expiring. They give you the examples of Alan Wake and Alpha Protocol are both games that have been yanked from sale on Steam due to expiring music rights. For example, while Metal Gear Solid 2 got pulled from GOG because of licensing issues around historical footage. 2K hasn't yet said anything about the delistings, but I've reached out to the company for comment and we will wait for a response. And I feel that this is likely the case. Again, licensing issue, reason why we are no longer getting it, but it's disappointing for players that want to be able to jump in. Let me know your thoughts on the games being delisted on Steam. Are you a Steam player? Have you downloaded the versions on Steam previously? If you guys enjoyed this episode, I want you to click right here. Why? Because we're talking about whether it's game over for WWE 2K22. You're going to want to see this one. It's a good one. See you over there. Bye.